Today, sir, we are the discussant of Bill of Rights, Article 3 from Section 15 to Section 22.
The writ of habeas corpus is mura siya og swift remedy for a detained person nga na-deprive ang iyahang liberty or freedom without due process of law or lawful justification. So, hatagan sila permis sa court og privilege, and it will never be suspended except in cases of rebellion, just like what happened before during the martial law. However, say for example, na ay nagrebelte against sa gobyerno para ma-adhere and dili compromise ang safety sa tanan individuals, pwede masuspend ang writ of habeas corpus even it was written in the Constitution Bill of Rights, Article 3, Section 15. The provision ensures that individuals cannot be unlawfully detained without judicial oversight, serving as a critical safeguard against arbitrary arrest and detentions during emergencies. Ang suspensions must be justified and is subject to legislative review reflecting lessons learned from past experiences during the martial law.
The Article 3 Bill of Rights, Section 16. It states that all persons shall have the right to a speedy disposition of their cases before all judicial, quasi-judicial, or administrative bodies. Ang karapatang ito ay nagsasaad sa pagpipigil ng pang-aapi sa mamamayan na mga Pilipino, lalong-lalo na ang mga mahihirap na mamamayan, na kung kaya't wala silang kakayahan ay hindi na sila mabibigyan ng tamang hustisya. Dito sa seksyon na ito, pinapakita na ang mamamayan ay may karapatan na magkaroon ng mabilis na pagtukoy ng pagkakasala gamit ang wastong depensa. At dito rin sinasaad na lalo na ang tiyakin na ang mga inosenteng tao ay malaya sa pagkabahala o sa gastos sa paglilitis. Dito pinapakita ang karapatan ng bawat isa na pabilisin ang kaso upang makamit ang hustisya sa madaling panahon at hindi sa huli. Dahil dito sa section na ito ipinapakita ang prevention sa kawalan ng katarungan, kakulangan ng predictabilidad at kawalan ng due process ng batas. So dito makikita natin na lahat ay makakakuha ng katarungan dahil sa section na ito pinapatibay at pinapakita na lahat ay dapat magkaroon ng katarungan at predictabilidad at magkaroon ng tamang due process ng batas. At merong kasabihan na nagsasabi, justice delayed is justice denied. Ito ay isang legal na kasabihan. Ito ay madaling maunawaan na kapag ang justice ay natagalan or na-delayed, ibig sabihin ito ay naisawalang bahala na hindi na mahalaga at hindi na wala ng malaking kapasidad na ito ay mabibigyan ng mabilisang aksyon or hustisya. At sa section na ito dito pinapakita na kahit tayo ay mahirap, meron tayong karapatan na kumwestiyon sa batas bakit natagalan ang kaso, bakit wala pang resulta, dahil dito sa section na ito pinapakita na hindi lamang ang mamamayan ang makakakuha ng hustisya, maging ang mahihirap na tao ay merong karapatang makakuha ng mabilisang hustisya sa kanilang pamilya. At ito ay pinapakita kung meron lang tayong ebidensya, ito ay mapapatibay at mapapabilis ng batas. At yan lamang po.
Article 3, Section 17 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution states, "No person shall be compelled to be a witness against himself." This is known as the right against self-incrimination, and it is a crucial safeguard in ensuring justice and fairness in legal proceedings. This grants a person the right to remain silent when arrested by public officials. It is included in the Constitution because any wrong or unexpected information given by an accused person can be used against them as evidence. This right means that no one can be forced to confess or provide statements that might prove their guilt. For example, if someone is accused of a crime and asked, "Did you do it?" they have the right to remain silent. This protects individuals from being pressured to admit guilt, especially if they did nothing wrong. It's the responsibility of the government or the court to prove someone's guilt, not the person's responsibility to prove their innocence. Another example, if a person is arrested and a police officer demands that they admit their crime, can they refuse? The answer is yes, because, as Article 3, Section 17 states, no person shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. This protects them from being forced to provide evidence against themselves. However, this right only applies to what a person says or writes. It does not cover physical evidence like fingerprints, DNA, or blood tests, which can still be collected and used in court. This law is important because it upholds fairness and prevents abuse. It ensures that everyone is treated with dignity and that justice is served without forcing anyone to incriminate themselves.
So next is section 18. So number one, so the first statement, it says that no person shall be detained solely by reason of his political beliefs and aspirations. So the first statement guarantees freedom of thought and expression. It means that no one can be imprisoned simply because of their political beliefs or their aspirations. It is crucial for democratic society where diverse viewpoints are valued. Next, and the second statement, it says that no involuntary servitude in any form shall exist except as a punishment for a crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted. So in second statement, in second statement protects individuals from being forced to work against their will. So it prohibits involuntary servitude, which includes slavery and forced labor, except like it says in the PPT that except as a punishment for a crime that has been proven in a court of law. So it ensures that people are not exploited and have the right to choose their own work. So the two statements, it says that it emphasizes the importance of individual liberty and freedom from coercion by the state rather. They are essential for a just and equitable society.
Hi everyone, I'm Ivan Joros Samuntao Pañares. So moving on to Article 3, Section 19. The number 1, we have prohibition of cruel and excessive punishment. So excessive fines shall not be imposed, nor cruel, degrading, or inhumane punishment inflicted. Neither shall death penalty be imposed unless for compelling reasons involving heinous crimes, and the Congress hereafter provides for it. So number 2, we have protecting prisoners' rights. So the employment of physical, psychological, or degrading punishment against any prisoners or detainee, or the use of substandard or inadequate penal facilities under subhuman conditions shall be dealt with by law. So kaniyang section 19 is gina-ensure niya kato sa number 1, gina-ensure niya ang rights sa mga mga prisoners nga ma-apply gyapon ang human rights. So ginabawal nila ang kanang cruel, degrading, or inhumane punishment towards sa mga prisoners. So sa number 2 po, sa number 2, protecting prisoners' rights. So kani even ang death penalty ilang gina is prohibited except for sa kanang mga heinous crimes na nga ang Congress na ang mag-decide na nga punishment. Pero overall, ang Section 19 is gina-apply gid ang human rights ani no para equal tatanan even sa mga prisoners nagay mo sila rights og sa atong mga civilian. So that's all. So thank you.
The Article 3 of the Philippine Constitution is the Bill of Rights, and under sa Bill of Rights is ang Section 20 that states no person shall be imprisoned for debt or non-payment of a poll tax. So, it simply states that dili pwede ikulong ang usa ka tawo tungod lang kay dili siya kabayad sa iyahang utang, and dili sad makatarungan or insakto nga ipakulong ang usa ka tawo tungod lang kay dili siya kabayad sa iyang utang because naay mga human reasons like walay kwarta ang usa ka tawo, pobre ang usa ka tawo, maong galisod siya og bayad sa iyang utang or maong wala siya kabayad sa iyahang utang. And it also states that failing to pay a debt is not a criminal offense but it is a civil obligation. When we say civil obligation, it requires a person to fulfill in paying his or her debt through contractual obligations. So dili gyud ikulong ang usa ka tawo tungod lang kay dili siya kabayad sa iyahang utang. But napud siya mga legal remedies na pagambuhaton para ang usa ka tawo nga dili kabayad sa iyahang utang is makabayad siya. So pwede nga maadto sa barangay, makapagsundo sa barangay about sa utang nga kailangan nga mabayaran, but not to the point nga maabot siya sa kanang pagpapriso sa usa ka tawo tungod lang kay dili siya kabayad sa iyahang utang. So to sum up everything, dili gyud makulong ang usa ka tawo nga dili kabayad sa iyahang utang, but pwede ka mag-seek og legal remedies para mabayaran sa usa ka tawo ang utang niya, and mao na siya ang cover nga gina-state sa Section 20.
Article 3, Section 21, that no person shall be twice put in jeopardy of punishment for the same offense, or walang sino man ang dapat na dalawang beses na mapaparusahan sa parehong paglabag. If an act is punished by a law and an ordinance, conviction, or acquittal under either shall constitute a bar to another prosecution for the same act. It means that if a person cannot be charged with the same offense again after a case has ended with a conviction, acquittal, or an other outcome without the accused consent, this is known as the double jeopardy rule, and it's a fundamental right of citizen in Philippines. Ito ang mga halimbawa at paglabag ng Article 3, Section 21. Halimbawa nito ay isang tao ang inaresto sa kanilang bahay ng mga pulis nang walang dalang warrant of arrest. Ito ay labag sa batas ng Article 3, Section 21. At isang tao ang sinampahan ng kaso ng isang kapitbahay, ngunit wala pang sapat na ebidensya o formal na reklamo laban sa kanya. Ang mga pulis ang hindi nagbigay ng warrant sa anumang legal na dokumento at basta na lamang siyang ikinulong. Ito ay paglabag sa Article 3, Section 21.
The Section 22 of Bill Rights now ex post facto law or Bill of Attainder. This section of the Philippine Constitution is a safeguard against unfair and unjust laws. It essentially means that a law cannot be created to punish an action that was legal when it was committed. For example, if stealing a certain item is not illegal today, the government cannot pass a law tomorrow to make it illegal and then punish people who stole the item yesterday. No Bill of Attainder. This means that a person cannot be punished for a crime without a trial. The government cannot simply declare someone guilty and punish them without going through the legal process of fair trial. In simple words, no retroactive punishment. Laws cannot be punish people for actions that were legal at the time they were done, no guilty by degree. People cannot be declared guilty without a free trial. This protection ensures that everyone is treated fairly under the law and the government cannot use its power to unfairly punish individuals.